strong manufacturing, IT, or electronics manufacturing industry, all the components for Dell have to come from somewhere else, which in this case, they come from China, they come from other Asian countries. So again, India makes a good location for having a manufacturing hub. But the real prize for India is to capitalize on this and actually aid businesses like this by building better infrastructure, ports, and getting small IT or electronics manufacturing industries to rise. So that was one.
They're smart like a fox.
Oh,
I'll tell
they
you
are.
why. 50% of the parts will have to come from India.
To be successful, that's what needs
not
to
only
happen.
to be successful, but that's the demand, and I hope America does the same thing. America doesn't do that, but this is absolutely great for them.
It is, and this tipping point really came in about 2007. So I think maybe India is starting to go towards that direction. And the second evidence of this is that India is becoming Asia's car industry hub. Who would have thought, right? We're so used to seeing Korean cars and Japanese cars and even Chinese cars that India would be a car manufacturing hub. But in fact, it is. Not necessarily for Indian-owned companies, but for companies like Nissan or Hyundai or Samsung or Mitsubishi. Actually, Nissan opened a 600-acre sprawling plant, which is the company's largest manufacturing plant outside of Japan anywhere, and it's in India. There's actually a lot of companies on the Eastern Front that have realized India is a great asset to have as far as a manufacturing hub and as a shipping port. So I think you're going to see a lot of upswing now on the manufacturing front for India, which will be good for the country.
Which is very good, because what they are doing is saying, okay, if you can get 50% of the parts in India, that means the supporting group of companies
The
will be
supply chain works, and it
supply.
works.
And that's a great model.
It
Japanese had that model for a very long time. The small companies that manufacture parts are right around the big factory assembly. That's how just-in-time delivery was invented. But I want to tell you, these are not the only ones. For instance, folks, Marks and Spencer has 19 shops. It's a department store from England. They have 19 shops in India. And 50% of the products that are in those shops. This is remarkable, but it is because they're joined in hands with Reliance Industries. Walmart did that. They told them, no, you can't do it.
Well, folks, every now and then you read about a story and it just makes you smile. It makes you feel good. So there is a town in India called Shivnagar, and Shivnagar has actually changed its name to Snapdeal.com. The town actually changed its name to Snapdeal.com Nagar.
Why?
Why? Because Snapdeal.com made an investment into the town. They provided clean drinking water for the residents of Shivnagar, and in gratitude to the company for having done this for the village, they renamed themselves into Snapdeal.com Nagar. I mean, this is a trend. I don't know if this will last. I'm sure that people will want to go back to Shivnagar one day, but the fact is, it's a nice thought that a company thought to invest in a town, and the town decided to return the favor by renaming itself. What a fun idea. And if it helps
Ultimate
people,
gratitude.
Ultimate gratitude, and people are living healthier lives. They have clean water.
You ever watch the Cupcake Wars on food television?
It's some serious business now, cupcakes.
All of a sudden, in the last 3 or 4 years, I mean, look at the cupcake shops in Washington.
In Georgetown, I know there's one called Georgetown Cupcake. I think there's a reality TV show about this. The line out of that place is always a half mile long. You can't get in there.
And it's always run by ladies, too. So the new cupcake company has opened in Virginia. It's only online. It's called SweetToothVirginia.com. It's opened by two sisters, Bharati Jain and Neeraja Gursahani. So if you have sweet tooth and you need a lot of these, they cater. It's www.sweettoothva.com.
You know, what I'm curious is, do they have Indian-flavored cupcakes, like pistachio toppings and, just innovative Indian flavors, Indian-based, so that it's a little different from
Montal cupcakes.
Yeah, something a little different than your average cupcake. Very
But
neat.
at least you can ask for it. Maybe they can make it,
I think it's
Well,
a great
folks,
idea.
that's about all we have for you. And as Asta recommended, if you cannot go to sleep, wrap cold towels around you and see if you can get a good night's sleep from us. You have a wonderful weekend. Namaste.
Namaste.